Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He dumps this off to Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cards, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism.
And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. 17-0 our score after 1. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 5. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away to his left. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And nothing nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert off of play action. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think
and Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
1st down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Just like that. 31.
On the counter, Gurley. Coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Get in the weight room. 31's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Play fake. Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose?
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Isaiah Simmons
showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Herbert throwing again. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Guyton,
his 1st touchdown of the new season. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, Deontay Harris.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 50, here's Herbert. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, it's Gurley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On play action, it's Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I'm I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.